Livan Burcu is a name on Derby County fans' lips after Derby County scouts were spotted at a game versus FC Magdeburg. Were Derby County looking at Burcu? We don't know. We don't have official confirmation of any names, but this is a player who has been brought to the attention of many Derby County fans after that performance, which was watched by the Derby County scouts. Now, Livan Burcu is a 20-year-old left winger, currently a Turkish under-21 international where he has 7 caps and 1 goal and is currently valued at 1.2 million euros. Now, Burcu in himself is currently on loan at FC Magdeburg. He's not there permanently and he is on loan from Union Berlin. Now, Burcu is a player who I think Derby County could absolutely need. We've looked at the wing positions over the course of this season and we know we've been lacking in those positions, and that's why John Eustace in recent weeks has gone to that 3-5-2 formation, which has been a real masterstroke over the course of recent performances. As of recording this, we're currently sitting on back-to-back victories. Now, obviously, looking at Livan Burcu, he's a player who could add immense talent to this Derby County team. Over the course of his career so far, 62 appearances, 10 goals and 14 assists, 7 yellow cards, 3,678 minutes. Now, over the course of this last season, he's made that proper step up to the second division in Birmingham, in the Bundesliga, where he's made 24 appearances, 3 goals, 7 assists with 1,600 minutes. Now, he's a player who can play a wide range of different positions. He can play through the middle and both wing positions, which is obviously really, really important for Derby County as they look to build a squad which has a lot more quality than the current one does. Now, obviously, over the course of this season, Derby County have had the likes of Nathaniel Mendez-Lang, Caden Jackson, Corey Blackett-Taylor, Tom Barkes and Marcus Harness play in those wing positions. And ultimately, in my opinion, they just haven't quite been good enough. Obviously, now heading into towards the summer where Derby County could potentially still be in the Championship, it's important we add extra quality with tons of potential to move forward into next season, whether that be in the Championship or League One. Now, if we do look at his playing positions, he's played on the left 29 times, 3 goals and 7 assists. He's played on the right 13, 3 goals and 5 assists. He's played in the number 10 role 6 times with a goal as a centre forward, once with a goal, as well as in those central midfield positions. He's played for FC Sandhausen for 33 games, 6 goals and 7 assists. He's played for FC Magdeburg 24 times with 3 goals and 7 assists. And he played for Frankfurt under-17s 5 times with 1 goal. Now, obviously, he's played in a range of different competitions. He's obviously made his debut for Turkey's under-21s. But the big question will be is how would he perform if he was to move over to the Championship? Now, the real question about that, we will never know until he's here. We've seen with players that have come from abroad this season, not just for Derby County, but around the divisions, that sometimes it takes a little bit of bedding in. Sometimes they hit the ground running and get going straight away. And in my opinion, I think it's solely dependent on the team they're playing and how much that fits the style they've been playing beforehand. Now, obviously for Derby County, if we look at the squad depth that we've currently got and what we're going to have heading into the summer, there's a lot of work that needs doing in those wide positions and realistically across the pitch. And signing a 20-year-old who could potentially play another 15 years for the club, should we be able to progress at the same rate as he does, or that player coming into being sort of the best player in our team sort of thing, and potentially then build into something more which could help Derby County build in the future. It's really important that we pick up young talent who have that potential to move forward. Now, don't get me wrong, we still need Championship quality within the squad. We're always going to need that. And the important thing will be making sure we have the right amount of balance. Now, obviously, next season, we're still going to have the likes of Ben Osborne under contract, Callum Elder, Curtis Nelson. Hopefully, if we stay up, we'll be able to keep hold of Matt Clark. And we've got Championship experience within the squad, within those sort of defensive and sort of midfield areas. But where we're lacking that is in those forward areas. Now, am I saying that means we shouldn't sign a player like Burcu? Absolutely not. I certainly think that if we're going to be looking at bringing in potential, we've got to make sure we do it for the right cost. You look at a player like Kenzo Heldmine, 22 years old, and when he's on form, he looks unplayable in this division, and he's just 22, 23 years old, and he's got a big, big future ahead of him, and hopefully over the course of the next few months and heading into next season, John Eustace can get the best out of him. Now, it's going to be really important to see if we can do that as well with Livan Burcu, because he's a player who could absolutely step up to the plate and grow into what Derby County need to become not just a playoff challenger, but maybe even a stable Premier League team in the next 10 years. And that's something which obviously as a club we've not looked at over the course of the last 18 months because of the mindset that was instilled by the previous manager. But John Eustace has made it clear and obvious that he wants to take this club back to the Premier League, and that's going to have to come with quality players coming through the building. Does it have to come with spending 30, 40 million pounds? Absolutely not. But does it have to come with being smart? In my opinion, absolutely. And a signing like Burcu would be absolutely massive for Derby County, because you replace a Tom Barkhuizen, who is 31 now, I think, with a 20-year-old left winger who is already a Turkish youth international, is potentially worth €1.5 million. I think that's an incredible sort of swap within the squad. You get back a Corey Blackett-Taylor from injury, and I think he could have massive impact over the course of next year. You then start to move aside the likes of Mendes Lang, the likes of Caden Jackson for younger players who have the potential to be much better than they are, and that's something that we're going to see over the course of the next few months. Obviously, the important thing is that we don't block a pathway for those youth players like the likes of Cruz Allen, the likes of Niall McAndrew, the likes of Lennon Wilden and players like that, because we've got to make sure that, yes, we bring in players who can add instant impact to the Derby County squad, but also we make sure that pathway is clear and obvious for those young players, because that then adds to the players that will be willing to leave a Manchester City, leave a Liverpool, leave a Chelsea, leave a United to come and join our academy at scholarship year, and then go on to bigger and better things, and even potentially join Derby County on their first pro deal at 18 and potentially have that opportunity to move into the first team. We've seen it over years gone by, Derby County having that ability to pull players from other academies. You look at Morton Spencer this summer, you look at the likes of Freddie Turley, Sean Corrie, who have all come in from different clubs, maybe not all top level clubs, but are moved in from different clubs with a ton of interest in them, and it will be interesting to see how that is going to develop under John Eustace. Now, obviously, for Derby County to be able to complete a signing like this, it's going to have to be sort of a survival season for me. I can't see Burcu leaving a Bundesliga outfit in Union Berlin on a permanent deal for a League One outfit in the English divisions, because obviously, yes, still as an English team, you're only 2 good seasons away from being in the Premier League, but ultimately he's at a club already that are playing at the top level of German football and could potentially get an opportunity to play there. Now, obviously, as we head towards the summer, this deal may not even be possible. Union Berlin may want him for himself, and that's something which we have to make sure we keep tabs on over the course of the next few months. He's been really important for FC Magdeburg, but can he come in and join Derby County in the summer? Is it someone who you think John Eustace will be chasing after? Obviously, the scouts were spotted over in Germany. The big question will be, is will Derby County chase this deal should we stay in the Championship? In my opinion, it's one we absolutely should, but obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Obviously, there's been some massive football for Derby County over the course of recent weeks. I've recorded this pre-Plymouth Argyle due to holiday, so if you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in my next one.